Amen.
Amen.
Sit down. It's very difficult when you have not been used to being around people. You know, when you spend time by yourself, nobody talks to you, and even to go and get water, you have to go alone at midday. Who's ever heard of somebody going to get water at midday? Everybody goes in the evening when it's cool, or they go in the morning. But you know, I'm often getting water at midday because, you know, I don't like to get water when there are people giving you all this. So I prefer to just go by myself and get water. And you know, one day what happened? I'm just walking there to get water. And then there's a guy sitting by the well. And I'm like, this is strange. He looks like a Jew. But this is Samaria. Most Jews like to go over there. But he's sitting and I'm wondering, I wonder what he's waiting for. He looks kind of different. But then, you know, I'm like, well, I've been used to meeting different people, all sorts of people. But usually it's the guys that I meet that come to talk to me. And so I'm thinking, I wonder if this is one of those guys. Because girls usually, they just avoid me. If I'm passing, they tell their husbands to go walk another way because they think there she comes a man grabber. So I just go by myself. And so, you know, and then as I approach, I'm looking, he's kind of like wanting to talk to me. And I thought, well, nobody speaks to me anyway. So as he comes close, as I get closer to him, and then he starts talking to me, but which is really strange because Jews don't usually talk to my kind. They don't talk to Samaritans. Not to mention women. It's unheard of. But this man says, give me a drink. I thought, what? Can you even drink from my utensil? I thought that's just so clean. But he's asking me for a drink, so I'm like, this is strange. And I just thought, well, the first thing that came out of my mouth is, how come you're talking to me? Because Jews don't talk to us, and I'm a woman, so why are you speaking to a Samaritan woman? And then he says something really strange. He says, well, if you only knew the gift of God and who it is that's saying to you, give me a drink, he would have given you living waters. I thought, that sounds really interesting. Living waters, and I don't have to come back every day to get water. I just have one drink and I don't come back. That sounds really nice. So I got really interested. And as we were talking, but one thing that surprised me is, well, if you give out water, then why are you asking me, why can't you just drink your own water? And then it finishes there, but then he starts saying something about, so I'm interested, so I'm like, well, are you a prophet then? So we have a bit more conversation, and then he says, well, go and call your husband. And I'm like, well, I don't actually have one. And I wasn't quite sure whether to say it out loud, but I just said it loud enough for him to hear. I don't actually have one. And then he says, well, actually what you said is right. So I thought, well, why are you agreeing with me? You're supposed to at least say, oh, no. But you are agreeing with me. So he says, well, what you said is actually right, because the one you're with is, the number 5 is actually not you. You've had 5 husbands, and the one you're with is not actually your husband. Like, people have been talking. So even strangers know my business. I knew those people. They give it all that, and they're telling everybody. So I said, well, are you a prophet then? And I'm like, the more I spoke with him, we go talking about wells. This well, are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us this well? And then, well, you Jews, you know, they worship, they say there's a special place where they should worship, but what's the difference? And he says, well, the time is coming, and it now is, when the true worshippers will worship God in spirit and in truth. I said, wow, this guy must be different. He's definitely, because when I met guy number 1, he offered me something that was irresistible. He found me, and I found him, that we really had a connection. But then it didn't really work out, so I went to guy number 2. Guy number 2, I liked him because he was really protective over me, but that didn't really work. I got to guy number 3. Guy number 3 offered me financial security, which is what I really thought I needed, but then it really didn't work because there was more things that we were really not clicking. I got guy number 4, and guy number 4, he was tall, dark, and handsome, and I thought that's just the right man, 6 packs. Until those 6 packs started practicing on me, and I thought this isn't working, and it kept going. But this guy is different. He is so different. So when he says go out, and I thought, well, I've got a pan I've got my pot, and I need to. I was just so excited because at that point, I'm meeting somebody who was interested in me for me, rather than what I thought I could give him. And I was also thinking, this guy sees beyond. He's looking past me. He's looking past my limitations and all the hang-ups I have. And then I began to realize that, you know, perhaps I've been, because he was linking everything to water. I thought maybe because I've been looking in all the wrong places for connections. But now I've found somebody that I can connect with, and it hasn't have to be linked up to anything else. So the kind of thirst I had for water was actually a thirst that I had for this person who can give me meaning, purpose, and everything. And I just left my pot of water and I up and ran back to the village. And this time I wasn't even scared to talk to girls, boys. I could tell everybody, come and see this guy who told me everything that I ever did. Could this be Christ, the Messiah? And everybody says, oh, just come and check him out. So they all came, the whole village came to check him out. And we asked him to stay. He stayed in the village for another couple of days. And we learned that sometimes the things that we need in life are temporary. But this was the real deal. He was the one that we've all been waiting for. And he was not even bothered whether we were Samaritans, we were foreigners or not. But we were totally accepted by him. And our lives got changed. Thank you.